There are two distinct groups of people that are moving here to Airdrie, Alberta. So who's moving here and why? I think you might be surprised by the second group. Bet you can't guess. Okay, so this video is based on my observation as a long-term realtor here and my research into Airdrie demographics. Let's dive in. Did you know that during the last 20 years, Canada's grown about 28%, or a little bit more than 28% in population, and Airdrie's going 232% during the same time period. That's over 8 times the growth rate of Canada and 10 times the growth rate of the world population. Something's going on here. Okay, first group. Who are they? They're families with kids. We're seeing a minivan migration. This is mostly couples in their 30s and 40s with children. About a quarter of Airdrie's population is under 14 years old. So most of these families have kids in elementary school or junior high school. So in the States, they'd call these soccer moms, what do we say here, minivan to hockey bag families? Or how about Costco cart households? I live this one. So Airdrie has quite a strong household income, about 30% higher than the Canadian average. So this is either 2 incomes, 2 kids, too busy, or 1 really strong income. Okay, second question. So why are these families moving here to Airdrie, Alberta? What's motivating them? Hey, the Canadian dream is quite simple. Detached home, 2-car garage, and a fence. And Airdrie still has that. Airdrie has basically become a magnet for families that are just done living small. These folks aren't just moving here for fun, they're moving here because Canada got expensive. Canada's average sale price is like $673,000. At the same time, Airdrie's benchmark detached home was like $514,000. That gap is exactly why families keep landing here in Airdrie. These families can afford more house and more yard here in Airdrie. Did you know that lots in Airdrie are about 24% larger for the same budget as houses in Calgary? Can't imagine what it would be like compared to homes in Ontario or Lower Mainland BC. And if your kids are growing faster than your square footage, you get it. Yep, this is a place for families that are done living small. Okay, second reason, Airdrie is safer. Okay, let me break it down for you. This is why Airdrie feels safer for families. StatsCan has a thing called the Crime Severity Index. Lower is better. Again, it's a quick comparison. For 2024, Airdrie was 43, while Calgary, nearby, was 62. Oh yeah, Airdrie was about a third lower than Calgary, or another way to say that is the crime stats are about 50% higher in Calgary than Airdrie. Keep in mind that Calgary is safer than the average national metro area in Canada by quite a lot. But Airdrie's lower still. Again, 50% greater chance of a serious crime happening in Calgary than in Airdrie. Okay, just to break it down a little further, I'm just going to show you some of the other metro areas in Canada and how they compare to Airdrie's statistics. The bottom line is lower police reported crime. These are police reported and could therefore be influenced by the local police practice standards. And it's not a perfect comparison, but it's the best we got. So if you've got kids and you're wondering, like, what's Airdrie going to be like? Is it safe? I'm not saying that nothing ever happens here, but this is better than just about any other metro area I can find. And this is one of the reasons why Airdrie has this family town feel. Okay, so this first wave of people that are moving here are chasing basically 3 things: space, safety, value. This is the city powered by school drop-offs and Costco runs. And if that's you, keep Airdrie on your list. Now, do you have your guess locked in about who the second group, the second wave of people that are coming here to Airdrie? Admittedly, it's a smaller wave, but I've seen it a lot. Hey, super quick before we move on to the second surprising group of folks moving here to Airdrie. My name is Glenn Heslop. I'm a longtime realtor here in Airdrie, Alberta. I've been around here a long time, 20 plus years. I make these videos for people that are looking to upgrade their hometown here to Airdrie, Alberta. If you're considering making such a move, reach out to me. My contact information is in the video description below. I'd be glad to have a chat with you and see if maybe Airdrie is a good fit for you. Okay, the second group I see moving here to Airdrie from seemingly everywhere. Drum roll, please. The second group I see a lot is grandparents. Now, for these folks, it's not all about real estate. It's about family. These grandpas and grandpas are basically saying, we want to be close enough to actually do life with our kids and grandkids. School pickups, hockey runs, Sunday dinners, just being around if things go wrong. I think everyone I've talked to of this group, they said they want to be present with their kids and not just be FaceTime grandparents. It's the grandkid gravity move. And honestly, that's kind of part of what makes Airdrie have this hometown feel. Yeah, I kind of relate to that one. My wife and I were considering selling out and moving to Mexico a few years ago. And then grandkids started to arrive. We're up to 3 now. It's awesome. Grandkids are amazing. Love them. Okay, so this group is mostly looking for lifestyle properties. No stairs, no maintenance. One of the options for them is apartments. We have a good selection of apartments in Airdrie for a smaller city. We also have senior apartments, some fairly entry-level affordable apartments, and some pretty upscale places as well. So if you're looking for an apartment, you have a varied budget, we have a place for you. Seniors villas too, we have a broad price range here. Some of these are well below $400,000 and some up into the mid sixes. We have a new gated community for seniors. Well, they're not seniors villas, but they're mostly populated by seniors. They are amazing, super nice, and they're run from just over $6 to about $650. We actually have a street that's full of bungalows, detached and duplexes, and they're just quite a bit smaller. Usually they're 2 bedrooms. Some of them have a basement, some of them have a crawl space. Really close to the golf course. In fact, a bunch of them they back out onto the golf course and have a senior center nearby, and it's a 60-plus street. So that's a cool option for these folks as well. Often this group wants at least one extra bedroom so the grandkids or guests can stay over. Now here's a couple worries that is common about this group. They're like, will I have friends? Will I be isolated as I move here? The Airdrie is built around community. There's at least 2 senior centers, senior clubs here that I know of. There are lots of churches and lots of social activity going on. I know my parents would go to coffee clashes at 2 different seniors places every week. Several times a week. There's lots going on. The recreation facility, often if you go there sort of the early to mid morning, you see a lot of seniors there exercising, particularly in the winter months. So Airdrie's a smaller place. What about medical appointments and such? There actually are doctors here that specialize in seniors, but Calgary is super close by. So you could be at many medical appointments in Calgary within 30 minutes of leaving your home here in Airdrie. Okay, so the main wave is families that are upgrading their lifestyle, and grandpas and grandpas that are following them. Yay, grandma and grandpa. So those two together, if you think about it, are a big reason why Airdrie just has this small hometown family feel. Now, if you're considering upgrading your hometown to Airdrie Alberta, and it's an upgrade for sure, just reach out. My contact information, like I said, is in the description of the video below, and I can answer all of your questions, send you some sample properties, give you some idea of what you can buy for your money, and discuss whether Airdrie is the perfect hometown for you. But if you're still in the thinking about it research stage, no worries. Here's a couple videos for you to watch. I'm sure one of them will convince you. We'll talk to you soon. See you in the next video.